Guys, it's Kim here with Fairly Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on this Rolag making video. So today we are transforming a Valentine's colorway dyed on Tunis roving called Be Mine Valentine, and we're turning it into a two sets actually of Rolags, and each set is 8 Rolags. So about 2.5 ounces per set. Anyway, I am laying a foundation of Jacob wool, undyed natural white Jacob wool, both to add some interest to the Rolags and to create a very nice base layer that will come off the blending board very, very easily. The shorter and more textured your fibers are, the harder they are to get off the blending board. So when you know you're working with fibers that are going to be difficult to come out of it, you want to lay a base layer of something smooth and longer stapled on the board like I'm doing with the Jacob. So before we get too terribly far into this, let's give a very warm welcome to new viewers and a welcome back to returning viewers. I am so thankful and happy that you are here with me. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. I love, love, love hearing from you. It makes my day to see comments pop up. So if you're considering and you're like, maybe, please do leave a comment. I love seeing them, reading them, and I love responding to them. So it kind of makes me have a little happy dance every time I get a comment. Anyways, the fibers I am using for this project are the Jacob, which is only a teeny tiny bit of that, mainly the Tunis roving, and then I have bamboo and silk, which is like pulled sari silk, recycled sari silk, something like that. Short, stapled, textured stuff. And some black wool that has a 1.5 inch staple, and I do not know what the name of it is. I don't know if it's got a breed name on it. I ordered it from rhlindsay.com, rhlindsaywool.com. So if I remember to, I will look it up and put the name of that in the description down below. But it is dyed black and it's very nice sliver, and I need more in my life because this stuff is awesome to add in as a very mild texture and physical texture, like touch texture, and then a lot of color visual texture. So it's just really, really nice to have that. Now, I have to pause here for a second because, of course, for you it won't be a second. For me, it was actually a minute. My light quit working. The battery ran out. It's a battery operated little light. It's actually a ring light for my phone, but I don't use it as a camera holder, only the light. So I had to go get a different light while I charged the battery because I could not find my second battery. I have 2 of these things and I cannot find the other one. So anyways, back to work once I have a different light set up so that we can still see everything clearly. My living room tends to be quite dark, and even with the curtains open, once I have this cabinet open, it blocks the light from the windows. So, I have to have internal lighting, floor lamps and such to be able to film well. And, that's just how it is. I'm grateful to be able to have lights that work. And by the time I was done filming, my battery was fully charged. So I was able to plug it back in. And the battery pack is one I bought for my Spinny Cube spinning wheel. So it's the one they recommend getting from Amazon. And I do have 2 of them. And I have found that I use them mostly for the light and very little for the wheel. But I don't spend spin on my cube very often, only when I have like really big projects or very bulky yarn that I'm going to do. And then I will. Otherwise, I just use my Magicraft Rose because she's my favorite. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but it's a spinning wheel. I don't think it'll mind. So, anyways, I have rambled on about all sorts of things. We are about halfway through, so I think I got a couple more things to tell you, and then if I have more video and less speaking, less topics, then I will turn on music. So I am trying to stay in the, can't think of the word right now that I'm looking for. Trying to maintain the feel of the gradient here. So red, purple, blue. I do not remember which of these 4 sets of Rolegs that I messed up the order on the add-ins. I put the blue where the purple was supposed to go, and then I put the purple where the blue was supposed to go. But I don't remember which set. And once you have it down into the carding cloth, you can't really get it out without taking everything out. So that was a mistake that wasn't really fixable, but also wasn't all that important. So I was a little disappointed in myself, but it's not that bad. The hardest part of this project, working with Tunis roving, it is so bouncy, and the staple length is inconsistent because it's a lot of different fleeces processed at the same time at a local mill. So getting the board evenly loaded, it was incredibly difficult. And I've tried all different ways of loading this roving on. It's kind of like trying to load a already carded bat. It's not easy. Combed top is the easiest to work with a blending board. But you can use pre-carded fibers, and you can use roving from a mill. It's just not as easy as commercially prepared combed top. Even hand combed top is not as easy to use as the commercial stuff because the hand processed stuff is very, very bouncy compared to heavily processed in a mill. But then again, if you've steamed it or dyed it, it's going to be a little different than straight from the mill. Anyways, once I get the board full or full-ish, then I go back through and try to see, I look really closely at the tines and try to see where there's gaps or where there's places where I can see the tines significantly, and I try to put more wool in those particular sections. Now, I didn't use math. I did not weigh anything out. I didn't do the scientific stuff. I just grabbed wool and started working. Oh, I do use the colored bamboo. Look at that. I'm not sure if I use the white, though. I think in one of these I used the white. One of these sets. You're only seeing one set. You're seeing the first set. Usually I show the second one, but you're seeing the first one. So, congratulations! You get the very beginning of my process here. Usually I use the first of anything as my learning, and then I come to you with a video where I already know what I'm doing. But in this case, you're getting the very first one. And that's okay. This is a demo, not a live recorded demo, because internet issues, which fingers crossed will be fixed by the time you see this or shortly thereafter. We are looking into different internet providers to see if we can get something different. I'm thinking a cable company is going to work better than the phone company. So that's the route we're looking into to see if that will help our internet so I can get back to doing live videos where you can really enjoy a demo, where you can ask questions and A, keep me entertained, and B, learn a heck of a lot. Because that's what I like doing. I like talking to you and showing you things and teaching you. And this whole pre-recorded stuff just doesn't give that intimate Q&A sort of environment that I crave with my videos. So, you guys are what's important. So if you have questions, please do ask. I will be doing a special video, hopefully the end of this month, um, about a topic that was requested in a video comment. So I am very excited to be working on that. I have some research to do, and then I can start recording it. Um, a lot of notes to take, things of that nature. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm using lyocell fiber, and this is the only place I use it. It was the very last layer. Lyocell is a wood pulp type fiber. This particular, this particular bag of lyocell is about 1.5 inch staple length. It's kind of crimpy, not really curly, but like French fry crimp. And it's very, very shimmery. It's not sparkly, but it is shimmery. And so I've been experimenting with it and decided, well, I was going to put it in earlier, but I kind of forgot. So it went in the last little bit here right before pulling off the roll eggs, and it works just fine in the blending board. I've used it in the drum carder as well, but I have not had a chance to spin any of it yet at the time of this voiceover. But anywho, I am going to turn on music for the last little bit of this, let you enjoy the rest of it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!